Hello learners, I am Dr. Subodh Kesharwani working with Indira Gandhi National Open University in the School of Management Studies. The topic which I am going to talk today is implementing multimedia tool in business. Prior to going into the depth of this topic, I just want to throw a light that this is part of a course called BCOS-183 and we are here with the fourth block, which is much more focusing on, the multimedia usage and the PowerPoint. So this implementation of multimedia tool in business is very important because the whole world is right now talking about the animation, talking about the artificial intelligence or the technology enabled learning or the technology enabled business. So there is a great use of implementing multimedia because the business is going to be presented in a more systematic manner, in a more agile manner. So communication is something which is a vital startup business. And as far as the communication landscape is concerned, I think we have seen that it has evolved along with the technological changes. Business should also know how to take advantage and how to create a niche so that you can do a business in a more systematic manner as far as the comparison with your business rival is concerned. So for business, these changes in the communication landscape could mean that publicity and promotions of product and services, and because we have seen that the whole world is moving from brick and mortar systems to click and mortar systems, and online platform is concerned, and as far as the online platform is concerned, the consumers are very much depends on the review. So if the review of the product is good, the consumers can very easily switch over into the brand. So that could be the reason you have find out that the shelf life of the company is now changing with the change of time, and the social networking, either it could be the Facebook, Twitter or the Instagram, are playing a very important role. So these multimedia tools work as a platform and can be used suitably and can help the entrepreneurs, and as far as the startups and founders are concerned, it's going to be a big help for them because you are presenting yourself through the app, through the websites in a more elaborative manner and more presentable manner. So technology is developing quickly. Multimedia is a form of technology, is being used as a entrepreneurial tool these days. And as far as the business application is concerned, in multimedia, it can be the presentation, training, marketing, advertising, product demos, catalogs, network communication, and voicemail. So all we have seen that we have moved from the text based to the graphical based, and then graphical based to visual based, and right now you have seen that machine learning, deep learning, and all those the technology which is upcoming in nature, either to the blockchain and all, is going to help a lot in a big manner. So there are most common the marketing strategies which is there. We have covered a lot of things preceding session as far as this BCOS 183 is concerned, which was more focusing on computer application business and what is the usage of the computer application, because the name of the term the computer is now changing with the change of time. There was time when computer was just a hardware, but it is now a combination of hardware and software, or rather we can say it's a state of art technology. It's the latest technology which is which can be a gadgets, which can be a smartphone, which can be a the desktop or the laptop, or the tablets or the touch screen things which is changing with the change of time. So it's a web applications, business information system, database management system, GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations, IT securities in business, internet services and emails, online pay as far as the wallets are concerned, because we have moved from plastic money to the virtual currencies, and or this wallet is one step in this direction. And then how you are going to report, how you're going to make your detailed report so that it can be in a presentable format. So for that the word processing or the PowerPoint is there. So as far as this particular block is concerned, this is much more focusing on the PowerPoint and multimedia, and what is the usage of multimedia. Either it could be the YouTube or the other thing which is giving a niche to the people, that they can have a video way of presenting the thing. So this particular block is more focusing on the multimedia and what is the usage of multimedia in business, because the way business is changing with the change of time, you have find out that shelf life of the company is deteriorating day by day. So how you are going to create a niche, how you are going to establish yourself into a market, I think somewhere this multimedia is going to play a very important role, and it have a great usage. So the term multimedia was coined by singer and artist Bob Goldstein, later Bob Goldstein, to promote the July 1966 opening of the Lightworks at L. Orson show at Southampton, Long Island. So there is a great effect of using multimedia in education, business and learning. So it's not like that that the multimedia is confined to business only. So as far as the learning is concerned, as far as the education is concerned, which is also considered as a business in the coming days, so there also you will find out that multimedia is going to play a very important role. We are moving from brick and mortar learning to electronic learning, and this hybrid learning is coming up. So hybrid learning is nothing but the great usage of multimedia, because you are using a multiple media to disseminate the education. So you are using multimedia to do the tutoring, or to educate the people. So you will find out in India also, if you go into the backdrop, you will find a lot of players are coming up. Either it could be the tutor, or the Bajus, or online learning platform is coming up. So these learning platforms are not confined to the private players, but the government is also taking a lot of initiative. The SWAYAM platform, the SWAYAM Prabha platform, or the MOOCs, that is massive open online courseware, is coming up massively in a big way. So this is equipped with the learning management system, or the content management system, or the multimedia usage. So in modern world, technological advancement leads to discover the powerful application of multimedia. Internet and social media have significant contribution to improve, because net is something which is a basic amenity right now. So as far as the government are concerned, as far as the country as a whole is concerned, they are expanding the broadways rather than emphasizing more on the highways. So the purpose is very clear. With the help of technology, with the help of internet, with the help of social media, you are significantly contributing to improve multimedia in a big way. So multimedia is a form of communication that combines different content forms such as text, audio, images, animations, or video into a single presentation, or it could be a combination of all these things, which is quite hybrid in nature, in contrast to traditional mass media such as printed material or audio recording. So there are a lot of contents which are quite static in nature, quite dynamic in nature, and you will find out some of the contents are quite agile in nature. So the video content, the audio content, which is supposed to be static, is now converting into a dynamic way of presenting. So two-way communication is there as far as the video is concerned. So this is not giving a roof to the individual to interact in a one-to-one mode. The webinars, or this online meeting platforms, or the virtual meeting platforms, you have find out that making a lot of changes in this respect. So popular examples of multimedia include video podcasts, audio slideshows, animated shows, and movies. So multimedia can be recorded for playback on computers, laptops, smartphones, and other electronic devices, either on demand or in real-time streaming. So this real-time streaming is going on, where we have got a privilege to interact with our learners on a real-time basis, or on a streaming basis. So this Facebook Live, which is coming, is one step in this direction, which is an initiative by Indira Gandhi National Open University, or you can say an example which can work as a streaming. So in the early years of multimedia, the term rich media was synonymous with interactive media, and over time, hypermedia extensions brought multimedia to the World Wide Web. So prior to going into the depth of this particular theme, which was talking more about this multimedia and other thing, or usage of multimedia in business, I think let's fastly recapitulate ourselves that this is part of our course called Computer Application Business, and we are in Part B. This particular course is bifurcated into two booklets, Part A and Part B. Part B much emphasized on Block 4 and Block 5. And if you go into the backdrop of Block 4, which is much focusing on PowerPoint presentation and multimedia, I think this Unit 13 focusing on working with PowerPoint, which we have already covered in our preceding sessions, and then multimedia, video making, and YouTube is there, which is a need of an hour. So, and then you will find out creating business presentations, which we are going to cover in our forthcoming session. And then we have another block which is much focusing on how you are going to manage your accounts or financials with the help of spreadsheets and business applications. So anyway, we are just concentrating on the Unit 14, that is multimedia, video making, and YouTube. And you see that this YouTube is a need of an hour as far as the video making is concerned. There was a time when video making and YouTube was not everybody's cup of tea to watch, but the way things had changed, the video making is now a very routine affair. The small kid who is 5-year-old or 7-year-old is quite computer savvy, and he's very easily, or he or she can very easily develop the video with the help of the images or the static images, or they can imbibe the text in between and then do the multimedia with that. So this particular course give us learners, or the bona fide learners who are enrolled in this particular course or this particular program, to know more about that, how they are going to flourish the business, how they are going to enhance the business, because enhancing business is something which is a important affair, because the way things are changing, you don't require capital to execute a business, because if you have a niche in your mind, you can very easily involve the venture capitalists or the angel investors or the crowd funders who can massively invest on your thought, and then with that thought you can generate a huge business and establish yourself, because the things are changing in a very faster mode. If you have a concept, if you have a thought which is mind boggling, I think very easily you can do the business and establish yourself into a market. So the framework is changing, the stereotype approach is changing. You have seen that there was a time when we quite frequently visit to the restaurants and take a food, but right now the philosophy had been changed. The Zomato, Swiggy, or the Food Panda, which is delivering the foods at your doorstep, is a one step in this direction. So this is something which is not confined to food industry. The travel industry had totally been changed, and you have seen that this aviation, booking the aviation tickets or the train tickets, is now no more a brick and mortar establishment, but you will find out that this had been changed with the help of technology, and people are booking the tickets or knowing the review of the hotels at sitting at their doorstep. So, and they also know about the company images with the help of the presentations floated by or developed by this particular company. So this is all about when we are going to talk about the multimedia or video making, it's giving help to the companies, not the individual but the corporates, the people who are far away from that particular jurisdictions. They can very easily visualize the technological effect of the company, know their approaches by going on their websites and downloading the videos or seeing the videos. So this multimedia video is something which is now a hotcake kind of thing. So anyway, I think if you talk about this particular unit focuses on the usage of various features of multimedia, video making, and YouTube in business. We will have a dedicated session which will exclusively talk about how the YouTube is facilitating the young entrepreneurs to establish their business and come up in the market, because entering into a market, it's a very, very tedious job, because the established company or the established person cannot able to give you a roof so that you can enter or establish yourself into the market. So it familiarizes the learners with the application of multimedia, graphics, and animation. It also explains the usage of YouTube in business, video making, how to create YouTube personal channels. That is also one of the way of generating money through subscribers or through the footfall which is coming on your particular channel. So that is where, because all those things are now part and parcel of the life. So learning and technology and this business is now amalgamating and taking a shape of a contemporary thought. So this is all about particular thing. And if you go into the backdrop, this particular multimedia video making and YouTube is more focusing on the meaning of multimedia, advantages of multimedia, usage and making multimedia, challenges faced in implementing multimedia tools in business, and so this we are going to cover basically, and doing designing using graphics, animations, which we are going to cover in our forthcoming session. So implementing multimedia tool in business, if you are going to talk about, multimedia is becoming so pervasive that many business have little choice but to incorporate it. That is very true, because if you are not going to make yourself presentable, and as far as the customers are concerned, as far as the users are concerned, they don't have a time to know about the company. So the only way is to reaching to the unreached. Like the companies have developed the videos, and these videos are automatically go to the user end or the learner end or the consumer end, and then they can visualize how they are going to do. So in the near future, multimedia applicants will affect both how business operate internally, how they compete for the market. So the multimedia, and the term is again made of multi and media compound. And media original doubles meaning one that stores information or entities such as disk, and with the change of time, the storage device has also been changed. Now we have got cloud computing, we have got the stereotype way of storing the data, the external devices are there, but on the other hand some more devices are coming up, so this could be one of the way which can be considered as a media. And second is the transmission of information carriers such as number, and therefore the corresponding term in multimedia is a single media, and the media is compounded by a single media. So multimedia is anything and everything that you watch and listen. It is graphics, audio, sound, text and many, and this is usually recorded and played, displayed or accessed by information content processing device such as computerized and electronic device. And multimedia, to the general argument, is the image, sound, graphic, images, text, animations and other media together to form an organic whole to achieve a certain function. It is called multimedia. So intention is very clear that you have got a gamut of you have got certain the components, either it could be the technology or the text or the visuals or the videos, and then you are going to link all those videos, you are going to attach all those videos and make it in a video format. So this video format is nothing but a combination of the different media which you usually call the multimedia. So there are great usage of application and usage. Multimedia device such as mobile phones, laptop plays an important role to grow business, and millions of online websites we have seen that are available on internet to reach an user and grow business. So intention is very clear that you are reaching to the unreached as a organization. You are you are following the push approach. So in management we usually call the push approach versus pull approach. So push approach is more supplier centric, where supplier pressurize the consumers to buy the product. So the monopoly kind of model is there. So right now the scenario is totally being changed. If you follow the push approach, you will be at the no man's land. The company profit or the stake in the market is going to be deteriorated day by day. So you have no choice but to switch over the business. So this pull approach is more consumer centric, more the user centric, which can provide a philosophy, provide a roof to the individuals that they can get a product as per their customization, as per their needs. So this kind of model is coming up. So multimedia, anyone can sell their product anywhere in the world on internet, and by placing advertisement in magazines and newspaper, business can be increased effectively. This was the one of the way, but right now this animated way of doing it. So there was a time when we have a stereotype way of advertising the things. It was something which was going on through televisions or through newspapers, but right now this web series model had come up, where you have seen that the new segment is watching the things through web series, through internet, and this is the way by which the things are going to be done. So internet, what we have observed, that millions of people watches videos, so we can share our product with them within seconds. So multimedia is an effective and cheapest way to grab an attention of the visitors and share information about various products easily. Advertise industry uses multimedia for marketing various products. Various companies making virtual games uses multimedia and makes it more attractive. Today multimedia is very important to promote any time of business easily and effectively. So the role of multimedia in today IT society, because today's society is no more a society which is run by the humans. So the machine is quite important into it, and that is the reason you have observed that machine learning, deep learning, or the artificial intelligence or the robotics are playing a very important role. So robots are no more robots, and when you're going to apply the concept of robots in business, it's become a cobot. So it's a collaborative approach of robots and humans. So multimedia is something, and the whole thing that you observe and in the form of text, photograph, audio, video and many, and this is habitually recorded and played, displayed or accessed by information content processing. And in multimedia we can apply being in the business, school, home, public places and virtual reality. So a lot of things are going on parallelly. And how has multimedia affected our society? So multimedia has impacted the industry, society and even our lives. It has provided an interactive medium with engaging and functional new sources, and multimedia has created a new jobs, new skills that can be learned, and has allowed people with a talent with multimedia to express their creativity. I think this is something which had come up, and during this pandemic stage, during this lockdown stage, we have seen that how we have revamped ourselves, how we have changed ourselves. So So this web meeting, or the work from home culture, which we usually call WFH model, is quite omnipresent right now, and you have observed that how this society is changing with the change of time, and some industries which have massively contributed to the society by and large with with this contemporary thought, with this online approach, like IT industry, or the certain service industries where there is a great use of multimedia and other uses. So what are the tools of multimedia? They are typically the elements of building blocks. Text is one of the component, then you have graphic, then you have audio, video, animation, animated video, and graphic objects are there. So this animated video is quite omnipresent in nature, because it had a combination of humans, robots, and certain thoughts. So a lot of the background music is going on, and in between you are explaining the thing, so it's quite agile in nature and directly hit the consumer or the learner's mind. So this is where the tools of multimedia is there, and importance of multimedia in various fields, use of multimedia in advertising industry, use of multimedia in education, and there is usage of multimedia in all the domains. It's not like that you can there are no domain left where there is no use of multimedia. So multimedia in mass media journalism, multimedia in gaming industry, multimedia in science and technology, multimedia in pre-production, and multimedia in post-production is there. So a lot of editing is there, where you will find out that the sessions which are pre-recorded, and after certain time you find out that certain animations or the cartoons are going to be filled in that, and then you have a different shape of looking the video. So this is what called the revamping the video. So what is the impact of multimedia? So multimedia makes student more physically dependent as far as the learning is concerned. It includes harmful effect which affect children personality and mind too, and due to lack of knowledge in teachers regarding multimedia, they don't provide correct knowledge that decrease student academic achievement. So this is what exactly affect on that. So when you talk about the business, because the business is also changing with the change of learning, so you have to educate the people, and education impact of multimedia in education is also having a great impact. And when we talk about implementing multimedia tool in business use these video applications to show the consumers how to use the product, how it was made, and what it is made of, and how consumers will benefit from the product and services. So these kind of the pre-informations which was not available, or it's really cumbersome for the company to talk about that, they can develop a video and then throw it to the consumers through their website, through their application. So this is one of the way of knowing more about the product as far as the consumers are concerned. So multimedia promotes a business that is way to consumers, many of whom can remain in their homes or business and still shop for services, and business will understand their markets in more intimate detail than ever before, thereby being able to refine the production and delivery of quality products and services tailored to specific segment to the market. So what we have observed, that there are certain things which are coming up. We have moved from the brick and mortar system to electronic mode of doing the business, and then the app-based model is coming up, where smartphones and technology is helping a lot. So and the delivery of the product is quite fast. So all those things played a very important role, and there are plenty of things you can do to market your business through multimedia. You can take advantage of the interactive features of these multimedia platforms and know what your consumers want and don't want. So there are certain domains where you will find out that multimedia have a great usage, like the hotel industry, where you are going to book a hotel and you have no choice but to visit the aggregators. Either it could be the Make My Trip or the TripAdvisor or Trivago or whatever it could be. You can just find out the reviews of the hotel. So the reviews or the video or the multimedia format, so with the company used to make or the aggregator used to make. So remember that effective business marketing in various platforms using different tools still need an excellent concept of theme. So use of multimedia in business have a great usage. So in business, multimedia is mostly used for marketing, such as logo designing, graphic designing, mass marketing messages, create advertising videos, poster on social media, digital advertising, printed advertising, and mobile advertising. Right now what happened, you will find out that the companies are making the virtual introduction of their product, of their company on the application, on the website, and then float the product. So you can share your business updates in the form of photo, hosting videos. There are a lot of ways that we can use multimedia in our business. For example, we can advertise our business through multimedia. We can do online deals through multimedia. We can also get customers review through multimedia. We can keep our business up to date through multimedia. So what we have observed that multimedia have a great usage, and multimedia have not changed the business, but rather we can say it had bring a paradigm shift to the business, because the business have got a new way of doing the things. And what we have observed that with the help of this multimedia, the business have got a new way to go. And as far as the startup example which we have quoted, we have seen that the startup used to be initiated by the grassroots entrepreneurs, or the entrepreneurs who are considered to be the first generation entrepreneurs. For them, this multimedia model is quite important, because they are lack of resources, and these technology, these multimedia thought can work as a niche, and somewhere facilitate them to compete with their business rivals in a more strategic manner. So that could be the reason we have observed that this company philosophy is going to be changed. So what we have observed that the purpose of social media is to spread content for one reason or another, which is why it may be business best friend. So multimedia amplifies engagement, and newer generation flock to multimedia, and multimedia proves innovation and overshadows competitors. So all companies benefit by being seen as innovations. Industry-leading reputations are often key to standing out among competitors when it comes to time to pitch your business to a potential client. So what we have observed that newer generation flock to multimedia because they believe in the real-time approach. So multimedia facilitates the individual in talking more about that. And now as far as the change is concerned, I think the virtual reality is coming and knocking a door. The 3D printing, or this artificial intelligence, or this machine learning and deep learning, which we have talked about, this virtual reality is a multimedia extension, and it uses imaginary sounds and animations of basic multimedia elements. So simulation environment can be created, and this simulation environment can be similar to the real world. For example, in the pilot or combat training simulations, or it can be significantly different from the reality as in virtual reality. And people tend to agree with wearing a suit, virtual reality display and data. So this change is coming up, and there are certain advantages and disadvantages of web-based multimedia. And if we talk about the web-based multimedia, can address a variety of learning styles. Auditory learners, visual learners, and materials are more enjoyable and interesting in web-based multimedia. And as far as the disadvantages are concerned, cost of development is high and time consuming, and download time and compatibility of web-based there are certain issues which are there. If we talk about the coin, we have to talk about the head, we have to talk about the tail. That is basically a law of probability. And so if you are good in something, there are certain circumstances where you will have a loss also. So we have to see what is the net benefit. So that with the change of technology, with the change of mind, certain things are going to be changed, and people are more faster, and as far as, because technology make the things quite conducive for everybody. And if the technology is with them, either it could be the multimedia, or the learning tool, or facilitating the business, I think somewhere they can get a niche. So technology managers face a growing number of opportunities, and to employ multimedia as the business strive to gain share market. So technology managers must make a concerted effort to learn, plan for, and implement multimedia applications that grow with the business. So the bottom line is that from marketing perspective, social media is hard to beat, a cost-effective way to reach a global audience, giving you further tools and strategies to market your goods. It is also a great way to gain insight into what's happening on the market. It's awesome for always being up to date with trends, and it helps brands in staying competitive. Anyway, I think we have accomplished this particular session, which was more focusing on the multimedia, or the latest trend of doing the business. This multimedia is nothing but a need of an hour. It's give the new people a new thought, or rather we can say the young generation entrepreneurs, or the young generation consumers to think in a different manner, or in a more agile manner. So this is all about, as far as the particular course is concerned, that is BCOS-183, computer application business, because computer application have a great use as far as the business is concerned. You can do the wonders if you have a technology, but you have to see how you are going to use the technology. We will have some more thought-provoking sessions in our coming days, which can just throw a light on what exactly this computer, and as far as the usage of computers in business is concerned. Thank you very much.